Hello, welcome back, Box1 here. Today we're going to be looking at this. This is LEGO Creationary, a game that's pretty unique among the LEGO games. There are some pretty cool things included in the set, and there's also some pretty cool rules for the game. It comes with a minifigure, a microfigure, and a dice, a bunch of cards, an instruction manual, and a bunch of pieces. So I do hope you'll enjoy, and let's get into it. The first thing we'll look at is the minifigures. There is the one main minifigure. He has no prints on him, besides his face print, obviously. And he just has a simple red torso, blue legs, and some very nice hair. The microfigure, however, is kind of interesting. He is kind of in like a hoodie with a brick on it. And yeah, he has a little belt on. He's pretty cool looking. He's exclusive to this set and is kind of interesting. But pretty simple overall. They're not really meant to have too much detail, because they're actually meant to be used with multiple different things in the set. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the figures. Very simple for these. The dice is also pretty interesting. It has obviously 6 sides, and you can see there are 6 things on it. I'll show you in a little while what they actually mean, but it's just your simple LEGO dice. You do get a bunch of printed elements on it, 6 unique ones, and that's pretty cool. In this set, you also get a bunch of random pieces, including a big LEGO tray, which is very nice. You don't get that in many sets. I think I only have 2, and one is from a 1976 set, so yeah, not probably the best condition. But there's a bunch of pieces. Those are all included in the back of the instruction manual, so you can pause and see what pieces there are. I'm not going to look through the pieces individually, obviously. That would take a year. But yeah, there's a good amount of pieces, actually, in quite a few colors, as you can see there. Very nice. And I think there's not even more. This is where you actually get into the instructions. Now, I said in the beginning that this game is quite unique compared to the others. As you can see, there's not really much setup required with this game. You just have to have your pieces sorted. And yeah, other than that, you just play. And how you play, I'll talk about right now. But yeah, it's a very simple game. The aim of the game is to score 5 points by building creations and guessing other players' creations. It's a very simple premise, and it does take a little while, though. Obviously, you have to build. But yeah, let's get into actually how you do it and what's kind of your main way of doing it. So playing the game is pretty simple. You just go clockwise, starting from the youngest player. And yeah, there are these cards that you get. There are 3 versions of the cards. There's basic, advanced, and expert. As you can see, on these cards, you get 4 different builds, and you have to build one of these. Now, the way you get to choose which one you build is by rolling the dice. As you can see on the dice, there are these 4 things, and that chooses which one you create. You can tell they correspond to one of the images on the actual dice. And yeah, that's kind of how you choose. And in practice, if you roll like this car, which is kind of cool, you have to build the vehicle in here. If you roll, say, this, you have to build the tool, and so on. Rolling at ×2 means you get to choose the category, and you also get double points if the other player guesses it, and the other player gets double points if he guesses it. The question mark just means that you get to choose your category. There's no double points, but you do get to choose which one you want to do. So you can either do the simplest one, or you can kind of do the hardest one to kind of, I guess, trick the other players. Now, how you score points is kind of unique. You have to build, obviously, the creation if you are rolling the dice that turn, and the other players have to guess it. Whoever guesses it gets a point, and they have to they draw a card and they just place it face down. They don't do anything with the card. You also get a point if they guess it correctly. And you grab your card and just place it face down. You have 1 point. In the base game, it doesn't matter if you build an expert, a basic, or this one, advanced. You all get 1 point. But in the advanced rules, say you change it up a little, it can depend on which one, so like 1 point, 2 point, 3 point for the difficulty level. But getting points is very easy, as I said, and 2 players get a point per round, which is kind of an interesting thing. When I originally got it, I thought it would be like whoever guesses it will get the point, but both the guesser and the actual builder get a point if they guess it. If they don't guess it, say you set a time limit for like a minute, and they don't guess it within that time, nobody gets any points. So you got to try to build the best possible, because if they don't guess it, you don't get a point. And now that you know how to actually play the game and how to score points, how to win the game is also kind of important. You have to score 5 points to win the game. Now you can change this to be more, especially if you're doing like the points is equal to the card difficulty. You'd probably want to increase it to, like, as it says here, 10 points. There's also a version of the game where you can play against the clock. Say you set a timer for 15 minutes, and yeah, you all try to get as many correct guesses as possible in that time period. Kind of play at your own pace and stuff like that. That's kind of a fun one. I like the competitive aspect of it though, so probably would play against others. And yeah, you can also choose that to build anything from any category. Kind of interesting. But yeah, other than that, that's basically it. There's some cool pieces in here that I showed in the back of the instructions. They're all pretty basic, most of them. The only pieces I think are really interesting is this. I mean, that's pretty cool. You don't get that in many sets. But other than that, they're all pretty basic pieces. But yeah, a very interesting set. I quite enjoy it for it's kind of actually really simplistic. There's not too much to say about it, and I'm just happy it comes with a tray. I think that's one of the coolest things about it. I wasn't expecting it to come with the tray, so that's pretty nice. I guess I should have expected it, though, because it's literally on the front of the box. So, I don't know about that. Another good thing is that it's super easy to pack up, although you don't want to really tip it, because then the pieces will fly out. It's not all the way up to the top, so it doesn't have that going for it, unfortunately. So pieces do fall out if you tip it one direction or the other. But it's a very cool game, and it's a very cool set. But anyway, I do hope you enjoyed. I have a couple more games to review in the coming days. I'm really enjoying reviewing games. I know they're not what I usually do. I usually do Star Wars. I just ran out of the Star Wars sets, honestly. I don't have any more complete Star Wars sets to show. But yeah, next video won't be a game. It'll be an animation. And yeah, I think it turned out not horrible. So hopefully you'll watch that, and then yeah, after that there'll be another game. I'm thinking the Harry Potter game. But I should say then, and goodbye.